What is the most popular cell phone of all time? Have you even heard of it? I bet you've heard something about it. You'll see what I mean. Well, actually, you'll hear what I mean soon. But it has to come from one of only 4 companies: Apple, Samsung, Nokia, or Motorola. Because every single one of the top 40 highest selling mobile phones was from one of those 4. So this list is the highest selling mobile phones from each of those 4 companies until we get to the highest selling mobile phone of all time. Let me know if you miss any of these phones. Were any of them your favorite? But number 4, the lowest on this list, is Motorola. However, they made the only 2 flip phones in the top 40. Motorola's second highest selling mobile phone was the StarTAC. Released in 1996, it was revolutionary at the time for being so small and light. But Motorola later perfected the flip phone in 2004 when they released their highest selling mobile phone and the highest selling flip phone of all time, the Razr V3. I don't think I can properly express just how cool this phone was when it came out at the end of 2004. It was actually the most popular phone of 2005 and 2006 and 2007, the year the first iPhone was released. And the Razr V3 is still the 17th highest selling mobile phone of all time, having sold 130 million units. But let's move on. Do you think you know which company is number 1 now? Do you want to switch your guess? Number 3, Samsung. Now, you might guess that Samsung's highest selling phone was one of the Galaxy phones, at least I did. But according to this Wikipedia page, which only cites a Telegraph article for this one, it's not. According to the article, Samsung's highest selling phone actually wasn't a smartphone. It was the E1100, released back in 2009. This is the one on the list I'm least confident about. It's possible the E1100 sold this many. I mean, it was an inexpensive alternative to smartphones, and it was very popular worldwide. If we take the article at face value, the E1100 sold 150 million units, which would make it the 14th highest selling mobile phone of all time. But what do you think? Moving on though, number 2 is actually Apple. So by elimination, you now know who number 1 is. But I want to play you a very important sound when we get to number 1. Do you know what sound I'm talking about? But first, Apple. Their highest selling phone was the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. They lumped the sales together, released in 2014. This was the first time Apple offered a Plus model for an iPhone. But these iPhone 6s were also the Bendgate phones. Do you remember that whole thing? Despite Bendgate, the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus are still the 3rd highest selling mobile phones of all time, with over 222 million units sold. But that brings us to number 1, Nokia. And I'll play you a sound in a moment that perfectly encapsulates not only Nokia, but also the early 2000s as a whole. But first, the number 2 and number 1 highest selling mobile phones of all time. Number 2 is the Nokia 1110 from 2005, and number 1 is the Nokia 1100 from 2003. They sold 247.5 and 250 million units, almost 500 million units between the two of them. But for those of us that were around at the time, this sound might remind you just how significant Nokia was. This was Nokia's default ringtone. I'll be doing a Listman Guy highest selling ringtones list soon if you want to follow me for that. Does this bring back any memories?